Hi students, welcome back to our class. This is your Harsha sir, your biology teacher. In this class, we are going to take a recap of our previous class first. In the previous class, we have discussed the topics, the invention and the discovery of the cell, and after that, the diversity of the cell. First of all, invention. The person who invented the microscope is Jacques Janssen, and next, Robert Hooke discovered the cell, and next, Antony van Leeuwenhoek discovered microbes, and after that, the cell is of two types. They are, first one is unicellular organisms, and the second one is multicellular organisms. Examples of unicellular organisms are Hydra, amoeba, etc. And next, multicellular organisms are highly developed animals and human beings. For example, of multicellular organisms, the first one we discussed in our previous class is striped muscle cells. Its function is volunteer in action. The second one is smooth muscle cells. Its function is involuntary. In action. The third one is bone cells. Its function is helps in the growth of bones. And the last one is nerve cell. Function of nerve cell is to control all the actions in our body or reaction to an action. Multicellular organisms are striped muscle cells, smooth muscle cells, bone cells and nerve cells, and here are the functions of the four multicellular organisms. They are the functions. Let's start today's topic, types of cells. There are two types of cells. First one is plant cell and the second one is animal cell. The plant cell consists of cell wall, chloroplast, vacuole, Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex, cytoplasm, plasma membrane, nucleus, mitochondria, these are the main parts of a typical plant cell. Lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, it is also called as shortly ER. Now let's recollect the parts. Endoplasmic reticulum, this one is nucleus, mitochondria, cell wall, chloroplast, vacuole, cytoplasm, Golgi complex, plasma membrane, lysosomes. This is how the parts look. This one is the nucleus and this is endoplasmic reticulum. This is mitochondria. This is chloroplast. This one is the vacuole. This is the cytoplasm, empty space. And this is Golgi complex. This is the lysosomes. And this is finally the cell wall, which is the protecting layer of a cell. This is the overall view of a typical plant cell with the labelings. Now let's see the typical structure of an animal cell. Okay, this is called as the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. The next one is mitochondria. Next one is nucleus. Next one is endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi apparatus, cytoplasm. This is the structure of an animal cell. Cytoplasm, plasma membrane, mitochondria, nucleus, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. Now let us see the parts of an animal cell individually, separately. That is cytoplasm, that is mitochondria, and the outermost covering layer is plasma membrane. The next one is nucleus. Next one is endoplasmic reticulum. And the next one is Golgi apparatus. Now let's see the overall view of both plant cell and animal cell. You can write down, draw the diagram, and you can label the parts in your notebook. Let us see the differences between plant cell and animal cell. The first main difference is the plant cell consists of a cell wall. This is the cell wall of a plant cell. Okay. And the animal cell does not consist of cell wall, and the plasma membrane which is present acts as an cell wall of an animal cell. So this is the plasma membrane and it acts as a cell wall for animal cells. And the next one is the plant cell consists of chloroplast. It is also named as plastids. So the function of chloroplast is to observe the sunlight and it converts it into chemical energy, and the sunlight trapped by the chloroplast is useful for photosynthesis, whereas the animal cell does not consist of chloroplast. And now the next part is mitochondria. It acts as the powerhouse of a cell for both plant cell and in the animal cell. The next one is cytoplasm. The cyto means cell and plasma means liquid. So the cytoplasm means liquid in a cell. So the empty space which is drawn like this is called as the cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm is also covered by a membrane in a plant cell. It is called as the plasma membrane. Okay, plasma is taken from the cytoplasm and it is a membrane, so together it is called as plasma membrane. So these are the major differences for both plant cell and animal cell. So I hope all of you enjoyed the class of today's session. This is Harsha signing off.